Did you have a spiritual awakening and thought to be free of all your problems, but found yourself with even more issue than you thought? I have been seeing again and again on the social media people complaining about how since they became spiritual, more problems came to the surface. And sometimes they start blaming spirituality for those problems, telling other people to not meditate, not do this and that, or issues will appear. But is this really true? Do you believe that it will make sense? Once one begins to really engineer his system properly, once one begins to be true to his or her true self, more issue will appear. I am telling you right now, this is rubbish. And the reason is because there is nothing new that came to you. There is no new problem, but instead, you have always been deeply asleep with your eyes closed. Therefore, you were unable to notice and understand the problem that you already had. But now that you have the light, now that you can become able to see things as they really are, you have simply turned the switch on and you are seeing all the monsters that were in your room that you could not see before because your switch was turned off. So do not worry, not a single problem even appear after spiritual evolution, but you simply enhance your perception and finally see what has been poisoning you since years before unconsciously. For example, sometimes we just have some little back issues, some pain into our body. And as we start doing yoga asanas, Hatha Yoga, Surya Namaskar, Bikram Yoga, Yoga Namaskar, and many other, we keep finding new parts of our body that feels uncomfortable and we didn't feel it before. But it is definitely not because the yoga asanas is destroying your body. That will be a silly idea, really stupid. It is in fact because so many parts of your body used to be stuck and stiff that all your focus were only on the worst one. But as the worst part of your body start to open up, your focus is no more on this pain. It is now able to notice the other smaller pain and uncomfortability. So it is sometimes a long process, depending on how much yoga you do. And similarly, as one was asleep before, he or she was having a mental diarrhea again and again, and he thought that it was normal. Because the doctor says you are healthy, your parents says you are healthy, your teachers don't see any problem with you. And the reason is because all of them are sick too. It is the same as if a blind man would try to guide you as you drive, but you will be blind too. Both of you are just totally out of context, totally lost and unaware of what you are doing, and yet you are listening to each other for advices. Isn't it silly again? So when the mind, or should I say, when you become more aware of what is going on here in the brain, then you start to see some pattern, some sentence that keep repeating themselves. And sometimes one of the things that keep happening is that we become frustrated, so mad that we don't have a silent mind. And we think, oh my God, I need a silent mind now. And every time that thought comes in, we are just more and more frustrated. But this is not the right attitude to have toward this phenomenon. Instead, one must just be aware that the thought and the mind does not come from me. They are not me. I did not think them at all. It is just my subconscious mind using the old data, the old thinking pattern, and just connecting neurons all the time together, making a thought process happen. And before, your mind was so noisy that you could not hear everything that it was saying because you thought it was normal to have a tornado within your mind. But as your mind becomes just a bit more silent, you think, am I crazy? Am I schizophrenic? But I am telling you, everyone is a schizophrenic. Schizophrenia is all around the earth. And it is known that when someone has schizophrenia, they will refuse to accept that they do. They will refuse any help. So what makes you think that you don't have this issue, since you refuse, or most of us refuse, to admit that we have it? But the answer is never pills. Pills is the right answer to die faster, to be just unevolved and to just be a slave to chemicals reaction from the external, instead of creating internally a solution. And this is why it is fundamental to every day use the proper meditativeness practice to just silence the mind, to use the proper pranayama again to re-engineer your mind properly. And there is two ways to see it. Silent mind, a fully silent mind, does not really exist. It is more like a more silent mind. Just less noise and less noise. But some noise will still happen, some thought will still create themselves, just like some mosquitoes that comes around that time. So there is, like I said, two things to focus on. One, to be able to minimize the amount of mind chatter that you have daily. And two, to reprogram your mind so that the little amount of mind chatter that keep happening becomes something positive that allow you to grow toward your goals, to grow spiritually, to be happy and healthy, instead of those negative thoughts that keep coming, that tell you you are not good enough, you are stupid, you don't do this enough, people don't like you, etc. So every time that you notice a negative thought, right away use affirmation, emotion, and visualization to affirm the opposite in a positive manner. So for example, if right now you think, oh my God, my mind keeps thinking, I'm sick of it, it cannot stop, then right away affirm, I am grateful for my silent mind. I am aware that I decide the content of my mind with repetition of affirmation. And you will find yourself healing and growing spiritually again and again. So remember, no new issues ever has been created by any spiritual practices, but you instead became aware to a point that you have lightened up the whole room and you see everything for what it is. So I want to hear from you. What was the first issue that you became aware of when you became spiritually awakened that you did not know before? And if you wish to get rid of anxiety, to lower the amount of thought you have daily, I welcome you to try this powerful pranayama that I personally do every single day because it is so powerful. If you found any value out of this video, then I lovingly welcome you to like, comment, and especially subscribe to support Cosmic Seed community. Thank you so much for your love.